Two prominent independents in Western Australia have spooked the growth of the movement in the state. Kira Hain joins us live now from Fremantle. And Kira, Fremantle's still one of those that's too close to call.
Good afternoon, Ash. That's right. So Fremantle still too close to call. Kate Hulett was here. She held a press conference here on the Fremantle ports a short time ago, where she said she's leading, according to the AEC, she's leading Labor's Josh Wilson by 17% on a two-candidate preferred basis. And she said that's quite historic for Fremantle, as it's been held by Labor for 94 years. And Josh Wilson previously held it on a margin of 16%. He's been in that role for about 9 years. So if she does win in this recount, it will be quite historic. Now, what happened was that during the election count, once the polls closed, the AEC was counting it as Labor versus Liberal, but it became clear that the Liberals were not in the running to take Fremantle, and they instead needed to be counting it as Labor versus Independent. And so a mandatory recount is going to take place this week, most likely later in the week. And now Kate Hulett, she ran in the state election and she almost defeated Labor there as well. So despite the fact that she's facing two straight losses to Labor, potentially, her spirits weren't affected today.
It's electric, and it's even if people's expectations have been raised and they're watching their politicians from now, that is a huge success, because then our expectations are higher and then we want more and we demand more. And also what this shows is if you've got a good independent with a good community behind them, they can run in any seat across the country.
Earlier this morning, I was in Scarborough at Teal MP Kate Chaney's HQ. Now, she's been re-elected as the MP to represent Curtin. Now, on the night, that was also too close to call, but the morning after, Liberal candidate Tom White conceded to Kate Chaney. So today was her victory lap, if you will. She cited attack ads by Tom White as the reason why Curtin residents turned against the Liberals. There was a massive amount of campaign resources put into him and into those attack ads. You couldn't really drive through Curtin without seeing a Tom White banner or poster or billboard. And so that's something that Kate Chaney spoke about. She also spoke about women in the Liberal Party. She said that's a reason why people did not support the Liberals, that they need to pre-select more women. She was saying there's no pathway for women in the party to play more of a role than they currently do. She was also asked about the Parliament. Now, as Labor had a massive win, as we saw over the weekend, she's going to have perhaps less power than she did when she ran in 2022 and was elected the MP, and here's how she responded.
I will keep doing this job the same way, no matter what the makeup of Parliament is, and that is taking my job very seriously as representing the values of the electorate and voting on every piece of legislation on its merits. In this Parliament, Australians have chosen to give the ALP a big majority, and time will tell whether that delivers ambition or arrogance.
As I mentioned, Kate Hulett remains positive. She said today that no seat is safe when there's an independent running, as we've seen some voters turn away from the major parties, especially the coalition, and Fremantle will certainly be one that we'll be watching, Ash, as the recount happens later this week.